everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Tonight from Oskar Blues Brewing Company, this, ladies and gentlemen, is their Can-O-Bliss. This is a hazy IPA launched in 2019. I got this in their I think it's called the multi 15 pack. I am not a huge, here's my disclaimer, I am not a huge hazy IPA lover, but I've cheated. I did have one of these. I was curious, so I'll let you know how it is in a second. So 7.2% ABVs. It's got Strata, Cashmere, Enigma, Eureka hops, and it's packed with stone fruit, melon, and peach. And again, I cheated. That's what makes this beer phenomenal. It's got some kind of what I'll call off-label rare hops that we don't know a lot about right now, that Oskar's is really experimenting with. But the combination of the peach, the melon, and the stone fruit is really good. It's unfiltered, uncommon, and unrestrained. And again, the only place I've found this is in their rotating IPA series. So not my ideal glass, but you got to work with what you have sometimes. So I know it's not the most clear glass. So it definitely has that kind of yellowish, pale straw-like color. It's got a perfectly white, frothy, foamy head on it. A little bit of carbonation, and it's what I would call, and what they call, hazy. It's nothing residuals floating around. It's just got this kind of weird, kind of denseness to it that you can't really see through. It smells phenomenal. It's very juicy, very fruity, very melony. You can definitely taste the stone fruit. Smell the stone fruit. And the hops are there in a nice balance in the background. Again, I don't know a lot about those hops, but they smell a little bit like Galaxy, maybe a little bit like Centennial. They're a little bit herbally, but it's got a nice blend with the stone fruit in it. It's got a very, very pronounced fruity profile, but again, it's not so much that it hinders some of the hop aroma coming out, but it smells really, really good. So cheers, let's get into the glass, see what we have here. So this is why I struggle with some of the hazy IPAs. It's a little bit chewy. It's got a medium to thick viscosity to it. It's not boozy at all. It's 7.2%. They hide perfectly. But it's got this weird kind of almost mouthfeel that it's almost like you're waiting for more afterwards. Like there should be more oomph to it or another flavor to it. It's just got this very odd finish to it. But that being said, we get the fruit on the front end. It's sweet. It's got a nice kind of mix of fresh fruit and sugariness to it. It immediately hits the middle of your palate and kind of blends into some nice hoppy flavors. Again, like I'm getting like the Galaxy, maybe a little bit of Simcoe in there. Flavor types, I realize that's not what's in there, but again, I mean Eureka hops, I've seen in like maybe 6 beers in the last 2 years, for example. But anyway, the point is it's got a nice blend to it, and it's different. I'll give them a lot of credit for this IPA. So many IPAs taste like all the other IPAs. This is definitely a unique one in terms of the fruit profile mixed with the hop background. It's definitely got a nice balance between the two. Again, this is more on the fruitier side. I already told you what the fruits taste like, but I mean, overall, it's easy to drink. The aroma really helps this beer. It's fresh with the fruit and the hops. I love that it's in a can. I love that it comes in a multi 12 pack. So you get the 12 pack. There's some of them you may really get excited about. Some you may not. This is one that I definitely would drink again. I'm glad it's in there. I would not buy a 12 pack of this though. This is not up my wheelhouse. But again, you get 3 of them in a multi 12 pack. It's awesome. We rate our beers between 1 and 5. I'd probably give this a 3.5. Anything a 3 and above, I would drink again. I would buy again. I would definitely be happy with a few of these in a multi 12 pack. I think this is another good example of people who are kind of breaking into the IPA market. This more tropical background to it. A lot of people enjoy it just because it's just easier to drink. It's not real harsh, and it's kind of fruity tooty is what I call it. So they've done a good job with it. It's a very well brewed beer. Oskar Blues, top 5 in the country in my opinion with what they produce for the price point. Check it out. Leave me comments on my YouTube channel if you've tried this before. The old Can-O-Bliss. We upload all the time. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe. And as always, we will see you again very soon. Cheers.